What is going on, everyone? Ravik here, and welcome back to Blacksad Under the Skin. This is going to be my second take of it because I had done an earlier recording, but it was fixed to this screen. You couldn't see any of the gameplay. You could hear the gameplay, but you can't see it. So I know roughly what to look for, and maybe might be able to speed it up a little bit so that way we can cover some more ground. And, excuse me. Oh. So this time I'm going to make sure to hop it over here. And we are going to hop back into the game. Now, when I loaded this up, it started out with Blacksad trying to sleep, and he was tossing and turning in his sleep, and he can't sleep peacefully. The other night, the only reason why he was able to sleep peacefully is because he was knocked out. If he tries to sleep on his own, it's kind of like me. The brain just doesn't want to shut up enough for you to fall asleep. Hell, I even have to take medication for it to make sure that it can actually shut off enough to do something. So I will, further on down the road, I may pause the game to go back and forth to make sure that that everything is recording. Because what ends up happening is that okay, so we got the depth field turned off. I believe that is what was causing the blur. So, he got called in the middle of the night, I'm assuming early morning or such, by Sonia Dunn. And she told me, come to the gym quick, it's urgent. And when I got there, the place has been turned. So, here is where we are now.
It was like this when I got here.
Did you touch or move anything in here?
Only the phone.
Good. Calm down. I'll take care of this. Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Me.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
Well, I hope everyone is having a good day, because here I am having to go through take 2 of this and making sure that everything is recording.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Well, there's your answer for that one. Oh, you know what they say, if it smells like fish. Okay, let me oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot through the clues here in a minute. Let me just hop back over here. Yes, okay. Oh, it's working. Because, pain in the ass. Okay, so.
Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
That's like what? 50, $100 there in tins? The
Looks
will
like the burglar isn't
and
interested
books.
in bureaucracy.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
That's too bad. It looks like they took it.
I decided I'm going to still trust her. That's the same choice that I made. I'm going to try and stick with the same choices that I made. But the only thing that was different at the start of this is I asked, did you touch anything? And she's been trying to get a hold of Blacksad for over an hour. So that's what led to this as well. So, you guys are pretty well caught
Bingo.
up.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
So, look at that footprint. It's still missing a chunk of the soles, of the grooves in the soles of the shoe, at certain angles. Like, it's got it's either been cut out or that's just how the boot was made to accommodate for that species. But looking at everyone's shoe types, it's very possible that they still stick with like human shoes, like some that you'll find in whatever Tom, Dick, and Harry store. Yes, I played that card. Okay, we got some clues here to go through. One of which was this, and this, and finally, this. Okay, it still carries over. Oh.
Huh. That lizard isn't Yale's doctor.
Okay, we finally put that together. So that lizard is obviously tied in somewhere. And what better way to keep an eye on your target than to go undercover in disguise? Okay, okay, here we go. He always plays it safe. He bet 500 on O'Leary, or on Yale, and playing that game, and there, 4.
That cunning son of a bitch. O'Leary threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career so that he'll take a dive against Yale.
And everyone loves an underdog, especially with the publicity of what's going on currently at the gym. And with his recent arrest, and if you recall in the last episode, he has been cleared to be released into under police escort to go to Madison Square Garden to fight. He's one of his untouchables. Romantic pictures of Helen Moore in the drawer. Okay. Maybe it was that and that? No. Was that? And I think it was this? Okay. Just doing a quick run through
the footprints don't match.
Of our clues.
Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Let me do a quick pause. Sorry for keeping doing this. I need to make sure that OBS Studio is doing its damn job and that I didn't forget anything. Still ticks me off. I am getting very forgetful. I'm trying not to. I'm trying my hardest not to. Okay, that. And then we got this one, Helen Moore and O'Leary.
It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary.
But here's the bigger question. Is she actually telling the truth that she hates O'Leary? Or was that just a well-played act? Then again, after doing that fake smile for so long, it pretty much is, it pretty much comes second nature. She hates O'Leary, using it to manipulate. Okay. Helen Moore and Desmond are still in love.
If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Well, he still has leverage. I think that was it. That's as far as we were able to get. There's nothing else here in the office. So, what I like a little bit about this segment, we have an isolated area. We're no longer going to have to search all throughout the gym. It's keep us in a pretty tight-knit area.
Yours?
I think it belongs to the new cleaning lady. Mary just wasn't working out, so she left.
Clarice Freeman?
Yes.
Well, then again,
You think
after
she did this?
what happened, can't look at anything else there. I thought I would be able to. There it is. Okay. I had a hard time spying it the first time. But she walked in, dropped it, and ran. He gave chase and got caught right there. His jeans got caught, and he continued the pursuit. So we have a guy running around with a torn pant leg.
Wait here, please.
And he likes sardines. Sardines! If you get that reference, leave a comment down below. Oh boy, another body. That is a nasty, nasty cut. Someone is not very professional with the blade. Jeez.
I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet."
I am really, really, really hoping that I don't have to deliver news to the family. That's something I would have to leave to the police.
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal.
So, gave chase up here. She had nowhere to go. Guy finally catches up. And wipes the blood off her dress. Or wipes the blood off the knife on her dress. Having a hard time trying to figure out what pattern was used for that kind of cut, because if you look at it, it's hard to discern that because it's such a long cut. To go down like that, or stab in and go down, or reverse grip and down. It's hard to tell. It's almost like amateur hour at knife conventions.
Ah, damn.
Now I really don't want to deliver that. I don't want to deliver that bad news. Mm-mm. Huh, Uncle Bob's chocolate.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
So you guys know the lip syncing to the audio as they speak?
Good.
That's
Do you
purely
have
the
the keys?
game. It's still a
If the
good
murderer
game
didn't
for
find
what
what he
it
was looking
is.
for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
Grant, as you guys can probably figure out, that there are some times to where you are going to be scratching your head or get frustrated trying to find clues like I did. But when you finally piece it together, it's a bit of a sense of accomplishment. So, now we are heading towards Joe Dunn's place. She hasn't been there. So, we're going to go through it and see what we could find.
For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or...
Okay, here we go. Gotta get mad, and there we go. So, someone's already kind of tossed the place. Oh, I didn't
It
even
doesn't
see
look
that
like anyone
before.
picked the
Hang on
lock.
a second. weird itch thing on the inside of the ear. Ah, couch was slashed. Couch cushion. Okay, we got a record. Black Fantasy, Lil Hand Fletcher.
Look at that. The guy sure had good taste.
Yeah, thanks to this game, I've been getting into listening to more jazz. Yeah,
I see
boxing
more
is
art
an
in a
art.
boxer's hypnotizing footwork than in certain modern paintings.
Some people, when they do boxing right, it's poetry in motion. If you know what you're looking at. And some people, they just see fighting, and it's kind of like martial arts. It's everything starts as an art form, and then from there it's put into motion. I took Taekwondo for a while, and yeah, it's still an art. Everything is an art if you know what you're looking for. Kind of like a case in point. A lot of the figures I have in the back, some people see it and they say, "Oh, you collect toys and stuff." No, those are display figures, statues and such. I see art. I love the detail work that goes into a lot of those. Getting a little off topic, but
It looks like Dunn
yeah.
had already begun to move his things.
Okay, it's here we also found a picture, and hopefully, okay, the blur is
Dunn?
off.
Thorpe? No idea. And these two, they look familiar.
So, okay, now let's head back and
It's hard to believe that a pair of
Saxophone.
boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it.
I wish I could play an instrument. I tried just goofing off and playing the bass once. I don't have any phone calls to make. And I've already made a bet with O'Leary using the money that was sent. Or the money that O'Leary was going to give me. John Tracy.
I seem to recall Sonia being mad about the pictures, but who knows?
Something tells me it might be like his nickname. Maybe. Who knows? Huh. So I don't have to card hunt. So whatever cards I found... Okay, because there was one prop there. This place was full of cards.
Ready-made
Dinner?
meals on airplane trays in front of the
Excuse
TV. Who would have thought we'd end up eating like this?
I highly doubt that's an ice tray underneath the defrost settings, or just
Dunn died
refrigeration.
4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay.
I don't think that's an ice tray, because you wouldn't want to keep lettuce in a freezer. You'd want to keep it in a fridge, but who knows? Sardines.
Sardines.
A lot
It's been
of
open
them.
for a few hours.
It's kind of like me smelling something. I have a sensitive nose, so I just gotta catch, just a small distance away, I could smell it. Especially when it comes to hot sauce and stuff, it's like, here, get a good smell of it. I can smell
Of
it.
course. Now I see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
It's like, but you can't guess what I had. It's like, you had 2 Bloody Marys and a Scotch chaser for breakfast. What about lunch? What was his name?
Elaine. I think that was
Yeah,
Dunn's
good one.
wife's name, according to Jake.
It was Bob, wasn't it? Yeah. Are you a detective? No. Who's asking? A very A co-worker
Is this how he got in?
that now has weekend plans. Okay, so I'm moving a little bit faster, but I'm taking you guys through. There was a card in here up by the cologne
Wow.
up there.
Could Dunn really afford such luxuries? Or did he
Wakanda
only want to
forever.
impress Mary?
Say what happened to him. He played an excellent Black Panther. It just sucks. The good die young. But not Bay White. She's still rolling strong. Okay,
You still looked at her every morning? So many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just
can't remember
transforms
if
into...
that is a
I don't know.
staff sergeant
Something.
symbol. Because when you hit 3 bars, that's a sergeant. I think 3 bars and a cradle. Aww. For the world's best dad on Father's Day. Sweet. I think that's a staff sergeant. I could be wrong. Feel free to comment down below, call me an idiot, and say, yeah, you're wrong. Yeah. I bring you to this rooftop, the place where our love was born. Where the love for you was born to give you this ring and...
This is too private.
I think he was rehearsing what he was saying. He was looking to leave here and move in with her.
Another empty closet.
Anything? I think there was a card in that drawer box. Drawer box? In that drawer. Jeez. What is wrong with me? Is there anything in here? Another bathroom. Window. Nothing in the cabinets. Sink. Yeah. Nothing there.
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management?
And I don't know how those calculator things would work. I mean, I remember years ago in school we were trying to, but I couldn't get the hang of them. It's weird. That song sounds familiar. I just don't know where I've heard it.
What's this doing here?
Craig Spano.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. What the hell was the burglar looking for? And most importantly, did he find it?
Okay. Oh, so it would bring us to this. Obviously, sardines.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
Yeah, so definitely cutting through that real fast.
It brings back, I don't know.
Good memories?
An optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the Army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Okay, this lizard. I think I have a theory. I think he was at the hospital. Just make him older and put glasses on him. But the picture here, obviously it's him younger, but with it being black and white, we don't have distinct colors or anything.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors. It was Spano who got him assigned to our platoon.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family. He was the one who had Mitchell assigned to our platoon.
So we got clues and
Who's the
notes
guy on the
building
left?
up for this case.
Victor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
Zukovsky.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
And
What
last
about
but not
you?
least,
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
And you did. The cop at the hospital sure seemed happy to be the proud owner of a Tim Ironarm Thorpe autograph.
Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe.
sorry.
And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking.
Batteries press up
And look
against
at me
me a
now.
little.
What
That's why
happened to
you
all of them?
look both
Zukovsky
ways
died the
before
same day
crossing.
they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell?
I'm really thinking
knows?
Mitchell was at the
We
hospital.
lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I really think he was.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best.
And finally, Spano.
What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
So, I'm really suspecting that Mitchell, the lizard, he was at the hospital. and he was impersonating Palmer and forged another signature.
Yes?
Sonia?
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
Where is she?
Okay. Well, I'm going to pause this here and see where I'm at. Yeah, this is a good stopping point. So, let's hop back over here. So, yes, our case is growing, and I'm doing my best to keep you guys caught up and keeping with the same decisions that I made before. So, so for tomorrow's episode, I might pause here and there just to make sure that the OBS Studio is doing its own thing. Also, I am looking at getting a capture card for the PS4 system, so that way I'd be able to record some of the PS4 gameplay, and doing some videos of that. The first video I planned for that is Stranded Deep, I believe. But if anyone else out there has any suggestions, to let you guys know, I am not a horror gamer by any means. But we'll see what happens there. I'm not looking forward to that, but who knows. But till then, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. And if you want to keep up to date, please hit the subscribe button. And feel free to drop a comment down below. Until then, this is Ravik signing off, and I will see you all down the road.